Look, in the face of everything that's happening, it takes guts for ordinary people to stand up against it. But here's the thing. So many people are. Like Sarah Anama. For the past 4 years, she's taught world civilization to sixth graders at Lewis and Clark Middle School in Meridian, Idaho. And like all teachers, she decorates her classroom with motivational posters. Posters like this one that says, "In this room, everyone is welcome, important, accepted, respected, encouraged, valued, and equal." An even more straightforward one showing children's raised hands with the tagline, "Everyone is welcome here." You have probably seen this kind of stuff a million times in kids' classrooms. I know I have as a dad. The kind of inspirational messages that are simply meant to tell students, whoever you are in the right place, you belong here. Shouldn't be controversial, right?
So for 4 years, these signs have survived sans harassment. Nobody said a word about them. That is, until about a month ago.
My building administration came to me during my lunch period and told me that they needed to be taken down by the end of the day. They told me that they were in violation of district policy because in today's political environment, they're considered a personal opinion.
Did they say somebody complained about them?
No. I asked if anyone had complained about them, and they said, no, we just want to protect you from that if that were to happen.
In this political environment? That is not acceptable.
Yeah, I was told a couple things. That everyone is welcome here is not something that everybody believes. So that's what makes it a personal opinion.
You were told this? That not everybody believes everyone is welcome?
Right.
Not everyone believes everyone is welcome. Believe it or not, that is the new policy of the West Ada School District. It is a policy they updated after Idaho lawmakers passed a state law stating that critical race theory divides people and is contrary to the unity of the nation and the well-being of the state. The team trying to cancel this classroom poster is in a kid's classroom is led by the school district's chief academic officer, Marcus Myers. And yes, he says the problem here is the colors of the hands.
If there was a poster that just said everyone is welcome here, black background, white words, do you think the team would have objected to that?
I don't think the team would have. Now, that would have been a team decision, but I don't think the team would have. And I say that because those exist in our schools.
I was going to say, you have things that are almost identical to this. They just don't have multicoloring, and then they don't have the hands that obviously are different shades of skin tone, right? Ranging from white all the way to black.
Yeah.
So
the text by itself doesn't allow for interpretation.
Okay, so that's school district chief academic officer Marcus Myers. Everyone is welcome here as long as you're not talking about, everyone. As dumb as this is, and boy, it's dumb, this is what is happening across the country. Civil rights initiatives, anti-discrimination initiatives, diversity initiatives, inclusion, all being gutted. So, if you were in that teacher's position, what would you do?
Because I was told to take it down by the end of the day, I did so. And the following few days, I just was so unsettled by it. And so I went back into my classroom and put it back up. And I emailed my principal and said, I don't agree. I don't agree that this is a personal opinion. I feel like this is the basis of public education.
Sarah Anama says the school district offered to buy her other, less controversial posters. She says Myers, the district boss, told her the political environment ebbs and flows, and what might be controversial now might not have been controversial 3, 6, 9 months ago, and we have to follow that. They have now given her until the end of the school year to take down the posters or face possible punishment for insubordination. That, she says, just solidified her resolve.
I just feel like, as a teacher, and I feel like probably a lot of teachers share this sentiment, I would do anything to protect my students. I love all of them unconditionally. We protect them from danger. Quite literally would take a bullet for these students. And this is the one small thing that I feel like I can do to speak out against this and stand up for them, to protect them from being affected by racist sentiments affecting their classroom. I find it hard to grapple with the fact that the reason why this poster needs to come down is because there are people outside of our school that disagree with it.
Now, Sarah Anama was not alone. Her students have staged walkouts on her behalf and are supporting her decision to keep the posters up by sharing bracelets and T-shirts with that message. Everyone is welcome here. It is amazing to watch this history teacher at a grade school in Idaho stand up to the creeping fascism of her state and her school district, while so many of the elected leaders in our country, Democrats and Republicans, seem entirely complacent in the face of it. But everywhere you look, ordinary citizens are out there on their own in demonstrations and council meetings expressing their fear and their anger and their hope for this country and wondering where their leaders are. Just look at what's happening at Republican town halls.
Elon Musk gets $40 billion a year in funding from the federal government. What makes you think that that has no conflict of interest, that he has no conflict of interest? Do you think he would cut that before he would cut our Medicare or our Social Security or our jobs?
I support Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency.
I believe that the president is very supportive of Ukraine. Like him or not, Elon Musk has brought a lot of really smart people to Doge.
So, it's not good, it's not healthy for the Republic to have court orders that are not being obeyed. It's also... It's also not healthy for the Republic when you have district judges that probably don't have the authority issuing national-wide injunctions. So let's get...
How can you be against a balanced budget? All right. All right. Okay, let's talk about this. So your proposal to solve this is to tax the rich.
All of that is just the latest in weeks' worth of everyday Americans speaking truth, demanding more from their politicians in this moment. And not just from politicians at every level. They're wondering, as I am, why university presidents and heads of NGOs and titans of industry and so many people who have status and a platform and so much they owe this country aren't doing more and saying more about the danger that is enveloping us. I think we need people across every sector of society to show the courage, not just of these protesters, but the bravery of Sarah Anama, an Idaho school teacher who's risking so much to stand for what's right.